I've trained calisthenics for 10 years. I've solely focused on strength. But what's on the other side? What can we learn from endurance? This is my journey to running a 70-kilometer ultramarathon in Japan.
Okie dokie, boys and girls, it is the day after the half marathon, day 49 of Road to Shimanami. And I want to talk a little bit more about yesterday's half marathon because I was looking at the results, and on the same half marathon that I ran 1 hour and 58, there are people who ran 1 hour and 15 minutes, and that's not to compare myself to them in a negative way. In fact, it's to compare myself to them in a positive way, because it just shows you what's possible. It's not even like it was a fast course. There was some ups and downs. There was some awkward terrain. You had to climb stairs at the end of the course and in the beginning. So it's not like a course designed to be fast, and yet these people are just, having a jolly time running 1 hour and 15 minutes on the half marathon. And you can look at people doing extreme feats, whether it comes to running or calisthenics. You see people doing infinite planche combos, front lever, straight arm touch. In the gym, you see people deadlifting 300 kilos. In the running, you see, people running 10Ks in half an hour and so on and so forth. There are so many insane skills that a human can achieve, and there's two ways to look at it, right? And well, I have a preference for one, but I'll just start mentioning them both. First of all, you can look at that and think to yourself like, hey, those people are special. I'm never gonna get there. They got there because they have talent, right? And then you have the way to look at it of, hey, those people, they trained harder than me, and that's why they got there. They're not special, they just put in more work. And both of them can be true, but in this case, I feel like the truth doesn't matter, because you're never gonna know how talented someone is. There is no number to express talent. You can never say it for sure, right? So it might be true that they're special and that they're more talented than you, but in reality, you're never gonna know, and so it doesn't matter. And so I think it's gonna be way more fun to just allow yourself to believe like, hey, they put in the work. Because guess what? Whether that's true or not, it's gonna put you yourself in a mindset where you're able to train harder, where you're able to believe that you're capable of more. If let's say that you're stuck at a tuck planche, for example, right? Sometimes you'll often hear from people stuck at a tuck planche is, well, I'm stuck here because, well, I weigh a lot, or I'm tall, right? Do you honestly believe that? Like a tuck planche? There's people like 1.85 meters, like 6 foot tall, doing 7 Maltese presses. I don't care if you're 2 meters tall, it's not gonna make the difference between going from a tuck planche to 7 Maltese presses. And so, whether that guy is more talented than you or not, it doesn't change the fact that you can still become stronger. And so I think that's very important. And your body achieves what the mind believes in a certain, to a certain extent, of course. But if you're just, putting everything on, well, they're special, they're talented, and I'm not, you're taking away that belief in your mind. And, you don't have to believe that you're gonna get a 1 hour 15 full marathon yourself. You don't have to believe that you're gonna get a full planche. You don't have to believe that you're gonna get an insanely strong deadlift. It doesn't matter. You just have to believe that you're nowhere near your full potential yet. You just have to believe that where you're at now is part of the normal training, and that progress is to be expected. Because if you train your tuck planche towards the advanced tuck planche and you're not even convinced that you're gonna get there, well, you already failed your training before you even get started. It's the same with the marathon training. I'm not thinking about running a 75-minute half marathon at the moment. that's not what I'm training towards. I'm just, I see that stuff and I believe, like, holy shit, I can get a little faster too. I can run a little further too. So let's go for it, right? And it's just that quick realization that will take you further in your training. So I would say, don't think of anyone as special, no matter if they are or not, right? It doesn't matter. Just believe that they put in the work and that you can do the same and that you can get stronger. Because in the end, that is what matters for you. It doesn't matter what the others are doing. The only thing that matters is that you know that you can get bigger, faster, stronger, better. So anyway, yeah, probably some training will have played today. I imagine some skill work because I'm tired, but yeah, it's gonna be fun nonetheless. I'm gonna do that tonight, recording this in the morning. So I'll see you tomorrow for another run, another training.